Okay, kindergartners, how many of you remember starting our ocean unit a couple of days ago? What animal did we learn about yesterday?
Fish.
Fish. What are some things you remembered about the fish?
They swim in the ocean.
They swim in the ocean. What else? We wrote some stuff on the board.
They had tails.
They had tails. Does anyone else remember anything?
They have gills.
Gills. What do those gills do for the fish?
Help them breathe.
That's right, it helps them breathe. So today we're going to learn about another type of animal that lives in the ocean. It's a type of animal called a mammal. How many of you have heard of a mammal? Couple of you guys. Do you guys know what a mammal is? Can you explain it to me? It's kind of tricky to explain, right? Yeah.
It breathes.
It breathes. Okay, anything else? It's okay if you don't know.
I think my kitty's a mammal.
Why do you think your kitty's a mammal?
Because she has 4 legs and she gave birth to kittens.
Oh, okay. I see. Well, today we're going to learn about some animals that are called mammals that ollie. Who remembers Ollie?
We wrote to him.
We did write to him. He's the marine biologist from Australia, and he sent us some pictures of mammals in the ocean. Are you guys ready to see the mammals?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is the first mammal. Does anyone know what it is?
A seal.
A seal. Close.
Sea lion.
A sea lion. Good job, Mackenzie. Do you want to come up and take it up on the board?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. That is a sea lion. I'll write that up on the board for you. Okay, our second animal is a humpback whale.
Whoa.
Isn't that pretty big?
That's huge.
Has anyone ever seen a humpback whale?
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo, right. Does anyone want to come tape it up on the board? Hannah, come up and tape it up on the board. Okay, can everyone say humpback whale?
Humpback whale.
Okay, our next one looks kind of weird. It's called a beluga whale.
Yay.
Have you seen a beluga whale, Hannah?
I love this song.
What song? What is it?
Baby beluga in the deep blue sea.
I've never heard that. Should we sing that at the end?
Yeah.
We should sing that because I've never heard that, and I would love to learn that song. Do you want to come tape it up again, Hannah? Just because you need the song?
I'm so special.
Okay, can we say beluga whale?
Beluga whale.
Okay, what is this one? Does anyone know what this one is called?
It's an orca.
An orca. What is
Killer
another?
whale.
Wow, you are a smart kindergartner. Another name for an orca is a killer whale. Where have you seen a killer whale before?
TV. Free Willy.
I went to SeaWorld once.
Where did you go to SeaWorld? What state?
California.
I've been there. Amanda, do you want to come up and tape it on the board? I'm going to write orca on the board. Okay, this one's pretty popular. You guys may have seen this one a lot.
Dolphin.
Dolphins. How many of you guys like dolphins?
I've seen ones in real life.
You have? Where have you seen them?
It was in the ocean, in the coast.
Oh, that is
drove
cool.
one for real life.
Sarah, do you want to come up and tape it up on the board?
Yeah.
Okay, can everyone say dolphin?
Dolphin.
So these are some of the animals that are considered mammals that live in the ocean. We're going to learn a little bit about mammals today, but before we get started, let's read our objectives, okay?
Yeah.
I'll point them and we can read them as a class.
I will be able to name some animals that live in the ocean.
We already did that, didn't we? Oh, we're going to learn some more.
I will be able to work with a partner. I will be able to talk about what makes a mammal a mammal.
Last one.
I will be able to share my new marine mammal with the class.
That's cool.
Oh, Sarah, you getting excited? Okay, before we get started, I want us to think about some traits that these mammals or these animals all have in common. Do you guys notice any similar things that these animals have in common?
Water.
Water? What about the water?
That they live in it.
They live in the water? Okay, I'll write that. I'm actually going to erase some of these though and move them. So you think that these mammals live in water?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what else?
They have to breathe air through the holes in the tops of their heads.
What about the sea lion?
He just breathes normal air.
He just breathes normal air? So what do you want to say? Do you want me to say they have to breathe air? Okay. How is that different than the fish we learned about yesterday?
They'll die if they breathe air.
That is right. They have to breathe water. They have to have water running through their gills, right? Okay, anything else you guys know that you think describes a mammal from these pictures? And it's okay if you don't, we're going to learn some.
They have flippers.
They have flippers? Okay, what about these ones? Are those called flippers? Or are they called fins? So alright, they have flippers / fins, because both of them do.
Okay.
Good suggestion. Okay. Are you guys, you good? You think we can move on to learn about what really makes a mammal a mammal?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's 3 things that describe or tell about a marine mammal. Are you guys ready to know what they are?
Mm-hmm.
A marine mammal has to breathe air. You were right, Kate. I'm going to put a check mark by that one. So even though these animals live in the water, they have to come up to the air to breathe, right? And the sea lion, he can swim and go in the water and he can come up for air, but these animals, they can hold their breath for a really long time but still have to come up for air. How many of you guys have seen an animal come up for air? You have? Mackenzie, when have you seen one?
Hawaii.
Hawaii. That is so funny because I have a clip of a whale that's coming up for air in Maui, Hawaii. Do you guys want to see what it looks like when a whale comes up
Yeah.
for air? Okay. I'm going to put it in my lap so everyone can see.
Oh, he's big.
He is big.
That's cool.
So what people do, they make it like a tourist activity. And they go and see the whales coming up for air because it's a pretty neat sight, right? Were you excited and happy when you saw it?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. So that's one trait that describes a mammal that lives in the water. Another one is they're warm-blooded. How many of you guys know what warm-blooded means?
What's warm blood?
That's a pretty good guess, and you're right. I'm gonna write that on the board though. They are warm-blooded. our star by that one to show that this is a good trait that will explain it. So by being warm-blooded, you guys are right. It means that they're warm-blooded, but it also means that they can control their body temperature. Can we control our body temperature? How?
Well, if I put a blanket on me.
If you put a blanket on, what else?
I put on a hat and a coat and go outside.
What if you're really, really hot?
Take off
Take your
clothes.
clothes off.
You're right. That is exactly right. So what these animals do, they actually have a layer of fat called blubber. It's under their skin and it keeps them warm because sometimes when you go down deep in the ocean, the further you go down, the colder it gets. So they need that layer of fat to keep them warm. Blubber. Can you guys say blubber?
Blubber.
Okay. The next one is they don't lay eggs. Do you think these mammals lay eggs? No. Imagine if a humpback whale wasn't an egg. Do you know how big that egg would be? That would be a big egg. And how would that egg survive? So it wouldn't. What was that?
I said it would float.
It would float to the top and maybe get eaten by another animal.
By a shark.
By a shark, yeah. So what they actually have is called live birth. Like humans, we just give birth, right, to the babies. Or like a like a puppy or a kitten. It's a baby animal. And so what I have are pictures of baby mammals that like this. So we have a baby dolphin swimming with either its mommy or its daddy dolphin. Do you guys see that? And then we have a baby sea lion.
Oh my God.
Isn't he cute? So they're born like this. He's a little bit older, but this is what it looks like. That's the baby and that's the adult one. So what I'm gonna write, the third trait is, they don't lay eggs. They have live birth. Okay, does everyone kind of understand a little bit about mammals? Let's read over them one more time just to make sure we're soaking it all in like a sponge, okay? They have to breathe air. What animals breathe air again?
Mammals.
Mammals. What are some pictures of the animals here that breathe air, that have to come up for air?
Dolphins.
Dolphins. What else?
A beluga whale.
A beluga whale. Okay. They are warm-blooded, which means they have what? Does anyone remember that word? Blubber. Good job. And the last one. Can I start? They don't lay eggs. They have live birth, just like the little baby sea lion right there. Okay, you guys understand? Thumbs up if you're like, I'm totally awesome. I'm ready to move on to the next thing. Sideways if you're like, what? Or thumbs down if you're like, what's a mammal? You guys ready? Okay, so what I want you guys to do is quietly walk back to your seats and sit with your elbow partner like we talked about earlier, okay? Okay, you can go. Oh. So show me you have your elbow partner. Show me you have your elbow partner by touching elbows with them. Oh, look at that. Everyone has a perfect partner. Okay, so what we're going to do next, you guys can put your elbows down. What we're going to do next is create our very own mammal that lives in the ocean. Does that sound pretty cool? Yeah. So what you guys are going to do as partners is draw this mammal. And it can look like any of these mammals, or it can look like something around. But do you think a mammal that lives in the ocean would have wings?
No.
No, why?
They don't need to fly.
They don't need to fly. So it needs to be kind of realistic, right? It needs to look like somewhat like these animals. But what I want you guys to do is draw your very own mammal. Think of the name with your partner that you would call this mammal. And then talk about why it's a mammal, okay? Remember we wrote 3 things on the board about why it's a mammal. And then when we're all done, we're going to come up to the class and share it with everyone. Does that sound good? Okay, so the material's on your desk and you can get started with your partner.
What should this look like?
You can do a mammal that is already existing if you guys know one. I heard someone say a walrus maybe, but that one's already taken.
I want to try mermaid.
Just remember it has to resemble these 3 traits.
Aww.
So they needed an air hole.
No, not necessarily. A sea
Oh,
lion
yes,
doesn't
you're
have
right.
a air hole.
So at least it
Do you guys need some
Is
help?
it real?
It can be real, yeah. It can be fake too. It can either be an animal that's already existing or an animal that you can think of. But it has to be from the ocean. This is why we have partners, so we can work together, right? It can be kind of tricky.
What about
Oh.
That is a beautiful animal. What is it? Do you guys have a name for it yet? Do you guys have a name for it?
It's a dolphin.
Oh, that's a good dolphin. I like how everyone is working together with their partner.
Teacher, if we're done, can we draw more?
Yeah, of course. Mhm.
With eyelash.
Do you guys want me to bring over the pictures or no?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay, wait. What if we named
Amanda, I like how you're drawing it above the water, but it's also still in the water. That's gonna be good to share. Okay, class.
Yes.
Yes. I would like everyone to turn around so I can see you guys, see your pretty little faces.
Thank you.
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna stand up with our partner and share our new mammal. And I want each of you guys to say something, okay? I want to see how you guys work together to create this new mammal. I think Amanda wants to go first by her anxiously raising her hand. So you and Sarah, come on up. Okay, hold on, before we get started, what are some things we should do while they're presenting?
Look at them.
Look at them. What was that, Mackenzie? Be quiet. We just want to show them we're really listening, right? Okay.
This is our elephant seal. I saw it on Happy Feet.
Oh,
And I drew a mermaid.
a mermaid. So why is it a mammal?
Because it's breathing.
It's
But it
breathing.
also swims in the water.
That is just like this one right
And
here.
here are fish that aren't mammals.
Right, we talked about them yesterday. Does it have a layer of blubber underneath?
That's why it's fat looking.
Oh, I see. That is really good. Good job, you guys. Good job. Who wants to come up next?
We'll go.
Okay, Whitney, Kate.
This is our dolphin.
Tina.
Tina the dolphin, that is good.
I drew a mermaid.
Another mermaid. So why is it a mammal?
Because she's out of the water breathing air.
And we talked about it.
That is right. That looks just like the dolphin in the picture I showed, right?
Yeah, mine's better though.
Okay, yeah. I think you could take it to an art museum. Okay, last people come up and present.
win.
Remember, we want to be listening while they're presenting. Nice teamwork.
This is our walrus named Wombat, and it's a mammal because it has a baby.
Inside of it.
Oh, not eggs, right? Good job. What are these? Oh, is that you and Mackenzie?
Riding wombat.
Oh.
And then it's breathing, but it's also in water. But it's also on land.
That is a good walrus. You guys can go sit back down. You boys and girls did an amazing job. I think Ollie would be impressed. Do you know what I think we should do?
Send it to
Send
Ollie.
them.
Oh.
We can either send them to Ollie, or we can put it up in the hall for everyone else to see, and then we can take pictures and send it to Ollie. Or we can just send them to Ollie. What do you guys think?
Pictures.
Pictures.
And then you guys also want to put it in the hall so everyone else can see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you guys to make sure your names are on it, and then you can turn it into the Turn-It-In bin. And then you guys can head out to recess.
Yay.
Good job, kindergartners.
I'm gonna pretend to be Tina.